Hello friends, today we have brought the story of the film Haunted Mansion for you. If you enjoy the video, don't forget to like it, subscribe to our channel, and share your views in the comments. This is Ben Matthias, who is a physicist. Ben is developing a special type of camera to detect dark matter and spirits. He is meeting a ghost tour guide named Elisa. Seeing Elisa believing so much in supernatural powers, Ben is very impressed and wants to marry her. Not long after their marriage, Elisa dies in a car accident. Because of this, Ben is very sad and has decided to give up his career. He continues to conduct ghost tours, including Elisa's ghost. Years later, Dr. Gabby, who has lost her husband, and her son Travis are moving from New York to Gracie Manor to start a new life. However, it seems fate has other plans, as when Travis enters his room, he encounters a bright ghost and gets scared. When his mom asks him what happened, he tells her, but she doesn't fully believe him until a suit of armor ghost starts walking in the hall. Frightened, both mother and son run from there. Upon seeing this, a hat-wearing ghost is sure they will return. On the other side, Father Kent, who helps them settle into the house, is told about all this by Gabby. She wants him to find that ghost and perform an exorcism to remove it. For this purpose, Father Kent approaches Ben so he can take photos of those ghosts with his camera and learn about them, enabling an exorcism. Initially, Ben is not ready, as he is mostly drunk and angry, and has stopped believing in all these things. But when he learns that he will be paid well for it, he goes to Gracie Manor to meet Gabby and is taking photos to show and prove his abilities. He believes that he will get paid, his job will be done, and he'll be done with all these things. However, after leaving Gracie Manor, strange and unusual things start happening around him. He starts seeing ghosts around him, sometimes even seeing the sea. Annoyed, he goes back to Gracie Manor to find answers to all of this. There, Gabby tells him that whoever comes to this house will eventually leave, but the ghosts of this house and their visual and visualizations won't leave him. They left it unfinished. The same thing happened to them as well, that they ran away from here, but they had to come back here. Ghost Mariner scared Ben and compelled him to come here. Similarly, Father Kent, Gabby, and Travis were also frightened in one way or another. They are going to historian Professor Bruce to learn about their history of the house. They are showing him the pictures, and as a result, Bruce is ready to help them. He tells them about the real owner of Gracie Manor, William Gracie, and even shows them the blueprints of the house. To aid in their quest, they've called Harriet to the house, who can communicate with ghosts through her psychic powers. As soon as she arrives, she feels the energy of the ghosts in the house, so she tells all the ghosts about her fees and time for talking and is about to leave. However, the same thing that happened to everyone else happens to her, so within the next 2 hours, she returns. On the other side, Ben and Father Kent are looking for Bruce as he is guiding them inside the house. But the entity has also taken them outside the house onto the road in the same way, where they are in front of a truck, barely escaping. Their hearts were already weak, and then this accident, which has led them to the doctor. They are fine, but just like those who stepped into the house before. They are with the English translation. The ghosts have followed them to the hospital. As a result, now Ben and Father Kent will have no choice but to take them inside the house. At this point, everyone is staying in the house, trying to find a solution to permanently escape from these things. Ben is lost in thought, where he sees the hat-wearing ghost in his dream, and after that, he sees his wife Elisa, who is appearing as a ghost and scaring him. When his eyes open in alarm, he finds everyone standing in front of him, looking for Bruce. Bruce is suggesting that they should find the malevolent spirit upstairs, as following his research might provide them with some evidence related to Madame Lota. His suggestion is not wrong. They are indeed finding a trunk up there. Ben is opening the trunk, and there he finds Madame Lota trapped inside a crystal ball. Madame Lota is revealing to them that when William Gracie purchased the mansion and his wife Eleanor died of yellow fever, he became so grief-stricken that he hired Madame Lota to communicate with his deceased wife. She continued her attempts to contact Eleanor's spirit for a year, which resulted in hundreds of other spirits entering the mansion. Among these spirits, one malevolent ghost not only gained control over the other souls but also manipulated William Gracie by impersonating Eleanor and even managed to manipulate letters. Gabby and Ben are talking to Travis about how he lost his father at such a young age, causing him to remain silent and introverted. After that, Ben is talking to Travis about various things. He's trying to bond with her by speaking in English. They've developed a good friendship, and when Harriet's work begins, everyone watches as the astral world she's about to enter is already occupied by Ben's soul. This is because, despite not wanting to and being grief-stricken for years, Ben has remained connected to the spirits due to his feelings for Eliza. His sorrow has weakened his soul, making it easy for his soul to enter the astral world. There, he can see the souls of all the trapped ghosts, including William Gracie, who is asking for forgiveness for his past mistakes and being trapped with everyone because of his wrongdoings. As Ben continues to observe, he finally locates the soul of the Hatbox ghost. In the real world, Ben's physical body is becoming weaker. So, in collaboration with Harriet, they are trying to bring him back from the astral world. Ben has returned, and he's finally releasing all the pent-up pain he carried, feeling relieved to share his anguish with everyone. He's explaining everything that happened to them. Bruce suggests that they create a sketch of the Hatbox ghost based on Ben's observations, which would make it easier to identify him and find him. As a result, the next morning, Bruce and Ben have gone to a sketch artist. From the sketch, they are recognizing him as Alistair Crump, who hails from a wealthy family but became strict and harsh after his mother's death, leading to conflicts with his father. His father's strict behavior ultimately led to his eviction from their home. However, after his father's death, he returned because he was the sole heir to the entire estate. While he returned home, he never forgot how he was treated by those people from his society who now attend his parties and show him affection, and can't manage to escape from the somehow. After this, they directly reach Crump's mansion, which has become a historical site. While following him, Mariner informs them that to free Crump from the mansion, they'll need the soul of a person who willingly sacrifices themselves and becomes the 1000th soul of the mansion. Travis is carrying Crump's hat from that small place, which will be used in the ritual to send Crump back to hell. Here, Bruce, who is still under Crump's control, throws the hat into the mansion's fireplace, burning it. On the other hand, using Travis's grief over losing his father, Crump is trying to manipulate him into performing a self-sacrifice. Travis's father figure, in the form of Crump, is trying to pull him towards it in a manner similar to what he did with William and the others, ready to take Travis for the self-sacrifice. Seeing this, Ben tells Travis that instead of sacrificing himself for Travis, he'll go with Crump, making Crump believe that he is willing to go along. Ben sweet talks Crump about how he will finally be able to see Eliza, be with her, and express his love for her. On the other hand, Bruce, in an attempt to make amends, manages to salvage a piece of the hat and hands it to Harriet. She had brought Madame Lotu out of her crystal and is now working with her to open the door to hell for Crump. As this happens, Ben kicks Crump into hell, telling him that there's no need to tell Eliza all this because she already knows and has overcome her past traumas. The other ghosts, including Crump, are now free and moving to their respective realms. Some friendly ghosts, however, want to stay in the mansion with Gabby and Travis. After this incident, Harriet has gained full confidence in her psychic abilities, and Father Kent, who initially impersonated a fake priest, is now training to become a real one and is also learning exorcism. Bruce is happy with his new friends, and Ben is back to teaching people. The film ends here.